Yeah, so invite more people for this video. We're trying to share ideas. We want to hear from you and also get to know your expectation. Uh, this is Kanele FM. Quite a number of stories, quite a number of issues regarding us. But we feel this is the moment we need just to get to share the ideas, what you think could be the very best way of handling this. Let us get to know where you are watching this live feed from. I want a little more people to come on and definitely get to share the information that we have. I'm Stephen Nkhoma. You can also get to call me DJ Stevo. Yeah. And from the posts that we've been making on our page, you will be able to know that we have a board of directors in place that has worked tirelessly to get to make sure that this comes to pass. I know quite a lot happened. The days we were starting, that was in 2015, 2016, somewhere there. There were a lot of references that people were making as far as this station is concerned. Others didn't even know that it was going to happen. You know what I mean? So there are all those things. Jetha Hope Piri, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for that message. Please let us know what you expect from Kanele FM. We'll be officially opening next month and would want to hear your thoughts. What do you expect from us? How would you want us to do things differently? You know, there are a lot of radio stations in Zambia and would want to be different from others, but that would be dependent on what you expect from us. So get to come through. Let's get to hear from you. You can leave your comments. Let us know, those of you that are just joining us. I'm Stephen Nkhoma. I'm the current Vice Board Chairman, as well as the CEO of Kanele FM. So the whole idea started a few years ago. What we thought was more like there were quite a lot of things that a radio can offer, but we felt like there was something lacking from the stations that were there already. So when we sat down and had conversations with a few individuals, that's when we thought this could actually help. Babali na mabwezi mwe mukwizaka chasonsono hapa kuti joina hapa kai wairesi ibirenge kula kulundazi kukaya kulundazi kwa kwitu kukanele bokoswano. Tsono tikumpokererani pani muliko na masachizgo au mkupenga kuti wairesi inu iwe ya kuchita munga chitantheula lembani kautenga cha pasipasi hapa ndene nivenga wakuverenga sono kuti tivwirane kudumbizana kuyana na utenga winu nchivichi icho mukulindizga kufuma ku Kanele FM nchivichi cho mukupenga ise tive bakuteveterapo pakuti kuuluska kwitu kuwe kwa pindu kwa imwe manyani mwakuziro wankhanira kuti wairesi kwa mbula bakupulikizga panji kuti bategerezgi mbwenu ni wairesi cha sono ise ndise bakunozgeka kupulika magano ginu na hivyo mkulindizga nkumanya mwanandi muli kupulikapo kuti tijulenge pa 12 March mwezi ukwiza ndene ndipo tiambenge kuuluska lingo litu chomene taona kuti basepuka panji kuti banyamata na wasungwana ndipo tikupenyesesa nga kuti tingaovwira ovwiri witu uli mu vigaba vinandi kuwa ngani kusambizgana pa wairesi kuli icho tikupenga chomene kuvaise ndiseva kulundazi chiwero chikulu ni chinongwera pano chitumbuka. Sono chitumbuka ichi tichivwirenge uli kwa kuti chileke kumala. Chitumbuka chiyambe panthazi munthu pala kwa chitumbuka wavenge wakunotha nacho tivwira nenge uli. Sono makano anoitu ngakuti tivikeko masambizgo panji tisambizganenge umo chitumbuka chikuonekera kuyoyeka mwakwenerera kweneso na viwero vinyake viwiri ivi chifukwa tivenge wakuuluska mu chitumbuka kuwa chiwero cha kumalo kweneso chinyanja chifukwa chinyanja chikusevezeskeka mwa kanyengo chomene ku boma litu la Lundazi. Kweneso na Chingerezi kuli vantu vanyaka wakuti vitundu hivi viwiri na fuma kuzunulapo wangakwanisika cha kuyoya kwene Chingerezi chiwenge cha kubavwira. So what we are asking from you right about now is to get to look at the expectation. What are you expecting from us? And we haven't started broadcasting yet, but the moment we start doing that, we would want to know your expectation. How different would you want us to be from other stations that you have been listening to all this long? Like I was making mention earlier on, the time we were starting out, when we were thinking about this idea, our main aim was to get to see that we are a radio station that will get to make sure that the information that is supposed to be shared on radio is shared on radio, as well as the news. Quality news is what we want. Yeah, it shouldn't just be like any other news. It should be quality news. So we are looking at that, and we were really committed to get to make sure that we follow the rightful procedure. Sometimes you may have the muscle, money, and all that, and then get to say, we're going to start this. But if you don't follow law, definitely there will come a time when you'll be cramped down. So we looked at that as well and get to make sure that we follow the procedure and reach at a stage that we've reached right now. There was a time we were applying for a frequency at the Independent Broadcasting Authority because we know it is their mandate to regulate media in Zambia. So we get to make sure that we follow a suit and get to make sure that we are also regulated. So that process, we exhausted it. Then there came an opportunity again to also get to apply for a frequency from Zicta. So we did that as well. And so finally, today, we got communication that our certificate has been granted. So our frequency, like you did see on the earlier post that we made, our frequency is 97.7. So the 12th March 2021 date that we have set is the one that will get to make sure that we should be available on that frequency. You'll be able to tune in and get to listen. Okay, so why we are hosting this live video right about now is to get to have a conversation with you. What are you expecting? Yes, our main coverage area for now is Lundazi and surrounding areas, because we knew that the first thing we should do is get to make sure that we reach the people that we are targeting. The people of Lundazi. So Lundazi and surrounding areas, you should be getting us crystal clear on 97.7 FM. Matangeni Soko, good to hear from you, my brother, and good to know that you have just joined in this live feed. The big question is, you've lived in Lundazi before. I may not know currently where you are, but can you just imagine, be in the boots of the people of Lundazi? How would you think Kanele FM should do to get to make sure that we add value to the media industry right in Lundazi? I know a lot has happened. Maybe for those of you that may not know, let me just take you through. We have 7 board members currently serving for Canela FM, and these are the people that have made it possible for us to reach this very far. Let me take note of Yangani Mak, Yangani Mwanza, Yangi Mwanza rather. You are saying, let me just read this message, yeah? It would really be wonderful if you could somehow find a way of putting the station on certain phone applications. This will eventually enable the station to reach a lot more people than you initially targeted. Good one. Mchisko we michomene akulu naonga chomene. Otherwise, this is a modern world that we are in, and a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are changing definitely for the better. So we're looking at that as well. We have that plan of also getting to engage those that are not within Lundazi, but they are in other places and would want to listen to Canela FM. So internet, just like the same way I'm doing right now, talking to you, we will find a way, because we have put up a strategy on how best to get to attend to you. So any question that you have, you may need to know about Canela FM, feel free to ask right about now. We want to hear your thoughts. Esau Lusale, you're saying your question is, do you need qualified people to work with, or you be employing just because they are your friends like other stations do? Okay, Esau, good question, and I think it's the most difficult question to answer. But when you are in a certain game, there are rules of the game that you need to follow. So like I did mention, I think earlier on, I said we took our application to IBA because we know that they are the ones regulating the media. So what we actually did was to also follow suit, get to know what they want, what we are required to provide as a radio station and all that. So there are requirements as provided by the Independent Broadcasting Authority. Yeah, the main point is people that we should employ as radio stations are qualified journalists, qualified DJs, if you like, so that they meet those requirements as per IBA requirement. I think the minimum is a certificate in journalism. So in as much as our station is based in the rural part of this country, in as much as we would also want to tap talent from our young people and get to give them a platform, what we'll be looking out from them is a certificate in journalism. But there are instances where talent to a certain extent surpasses the paperwork, the paper qualification. So there may be a few things where you get to consider one or two that may be included in the system and all that. But our main Bible that we'll be following is the IBA Act, and also get to make sure that we follow those rules and just play our game based on that. So answering your question, for us, it won't be based on the friendship or any relationship that we have with someone. It's the issue of following the IBA Act, which is our Bible. So the demand for now is for you to work for a radio station currently is a certificate in journalism. So we'll follow that. You can also come through, ask your question. What is your expectation? Yanganani Mak, Yangi Mwanza, just advised us a little earlier that we should also get to make sure that we use internet so that those that are not within Lundazi are able to listen to Kanele FM as well. That is in our plan, and pretty soon we'll be able to do just that. There's Facebook, just like we are communicating right about now. We may do the same when I'm actually in the studio playing music or airing a certain program that may need a few other people from other places to get to contribute. So we are considering that as well. What is your expectation? Those of you that are just joining us, is the biggest question we are asking. If you have got any piece of advice that you want to give us, this is the rightful time so that we take this station forward. I know a lot of people are expecting a lot, but the biggest advice that I can ever give to a young person watching right now is that if you have a dream, keep dreaming and working towards that particular dream. It will surely come true. A few people may not want or need to help you, but when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Someone somewhere else is going to come through and get to support you one day. So keep dreaming high. What kind of a dream are you having? Do you think you can achieve that particular dream? If there are times you feel like, not this one, because none of my relatives has ever done this, we can't do it. No. That shouldn't be your point. Your point should be, I can do it. If you can dream it, then definitely you can achieve it. So get to work on achieving it and look for the rightful people that will support you, people that will do everything to get to make sure that you achieve your dream. Sylvia Nyika from Lusaka. Oh, thank you so much for watching. Indeed, we appreciate. But the question is, what do you expect from Kanele FM? Finally, we have our frequency. Yes, we are following all the laid down procedures. We'll get to follow them one by one. And this is what we've been telling people, because one of the questions, and others to a certain extent, were saying, yeah, you guys are taking long, we expect Kanele to start operating right away and all that. But there is a system. There is a way we do things. You get to follow the laid down procedure. So that's what we're doing. We're just following that. I remember there was a certain time I posted like, we're law abiding citizens. Yes, we are. We follow our laws because they are there for us to get to follow them. So we're just doing that. Can you imagine, we started this whole process as early as 2015, 2016, and now this is when we're saying we're going on air next month. So it's one of those. It's persistence and getting to follow the right channels. Emmanuel Usali, just a follow-up, you're saying thank you, and you're saying I'm very clear, and you're happy of such a development for Lundazi. Oh, good to hear from you, man. Matangeni Soko, you're back, and you're saying this is a good idea. Be united as board in order to progress, and we expect more from you guys. Kanele FM, Lundazi. Thank you so much, Matangeni, for that encouragement, and indeed we'll work towards that. Okay, another one is a message coming all the way from Mwabi Lungu. This one here is saying, hi, Steve-O. Mwabi Lungu from Kitwe. From Kopala. Good to hear from you, Mwabi. And you're saying you are happy to see progress in Lundazi like Kanele FM, and you want to promote local artists, both gospel and secular. And you're saying you pledge to put a token for the winner every month. Wow. That's a great encouragement, Mwabi. Definitely what we're looking for is exposing talent. in our land, we've got a lot of young people that are talented, and once a platform is given to them, they can actually do great wonders. So with that coming from you, Mwabi, definitely it's one of those. Please send a message on 0978534688 so that we can have your number and get to have more conversations and see how best we can help Lundazi. No one is going to come from somewhere else and help develop Lundazi if we ourselves are too lazy to develop it. So people will tell you, no, this kind of a dream cannot be achieved and all that. They'll discourage you because they feel it's a far-fetched dream and all that. Have the confidence within yourself and work with the rightful people. I tell you, when you have the right people with you, you definitely get to achieve a lot. So that's what we're looking at. We want not only to be an ordinary station. No, we don't want to be an ordinary station. Remember, we are a private commercial radio station. We are a private commercial radio station. In as much as it is business, or it will be business as usual, what we want is to get to make sure that in as much as we are making that money for Kanele FM, we are also helping develop Lundazi. We are helping Lundazi discuss issues that can progress and get to make sure that our district is on another level. Yes, we appreciate what other stations have done so far and we acknowledge that, but we still feel we have a lot of work to do as media institutions in Zambia, or Lundazi in particular. So as Kanele FM, we have made a commitment that we are going to do this, and this commitment should be well received by the locals. I know others are looking at it as a competition to a certain extent. We don't see it as a competition. Yeah, we know there are stations that have existed before us. What we believe in is working together as the locals and then getting to work on those dreams, getting to reach out to the needy. I know there are quite a lot of people that need not only politicians to help them, but people like us, the media personalities. How much can we help these people? So we're going to look at that as well and get to make sure that we achieve that. You know, it will not only take a politician to come and help someone. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be taking a politician. But we are taking a center stage right now. In as much as we have to collect that information and then get to relate to the people. But there's a lot to do. Like you saw from the video that has been circulating, our promo, where we are sharing information as far as history of Lundazi is concerned, how people fondly call it Kanele Bokosiwan and all that. We still believe that there are a lot of villages that have information that we specifically need to share with the masses. So we'll be getting to villages and many other sub-centers, getting to know how they were named, the way they were named, who was the first person to bring up the change that is there and all that. So you need to expect quite a lot from us, not just playing music. We know music plays an important role as well as far as radio is concerned, but we still feel that there is much that we can do other than music. So we'll bring you debates, good debates that will not just bring people to discuss issues together, but get to make sure that a decision that is made by our leaders, there is an issue of decentralization. So we have a local authority that is implementing quite a lot of things. We know that the local authority can do quite a lot. So there is much information that I feel like our people need to know on how to acquire land, what processes are involved. Does it mean only the rich can own land? So those are a few things that we'll get to look at and get to address, involve the local authority, involve the leadership as well. And then there is also another thing, what we call inspiration. I know there are a lot of people that you may refer to as successful people, people that are doing well right now in life, but there is a dark side of the path that they have been through, which you may not know. So we'll be bringing in these people. Say, for example, you bring in the district commissioner of Lundazi, our number one, yeah? Talk to her, ask her how she ascended to that particular position, get to know the challenges she went through and all that. Not only her, we've got a lot of leaders. We've got our chiefs, talk of Chief Mpamba, talk of Senior Chief Magodi, talk of Chief Kapichila, talk of Chief Pikamalaza, and all those our traditional leaders. These are the people that as Kanele FM would want to engage, talk to them. How best would they want their people to live? So you can come through as well. Those of you that are just joining us, leave your comment. Let's get to hear your thought. How would you want Kanele FM to strategize? What are the things that you're expecting? Mind you, those of you just joining us, we have a frequency finally. So from the 12th of March 2021, you'll be expecting to catch us on 97.7. How does it sound? It sounds good, yeah? I like the frequency that we've gotten. I do like it. Let me read this message from Solomon Nyirongo from the comment section. So you can leave yours as well just down there. I'll be able to read and then get to react. What question do you have? I know a lot of people asking, no, Tifuna Conchito, nice, and all that. Let's get to hear your thought. We'll react based on that particular thought. Solomon here says, congratulations for this idea to promote our language, Tumbuka. And I feel it's the right time also to promote Tumbuka music. I wish I was part of your team because this is the thing I have been thinking about all these years. Congratulations, more. Let's put our language on top. Solomon, I appreciate that idea, man. Asking of how you can be a part of us. You're already a part of us. Just by liking this page, coming through to this page, for us, it means that you are a part of us and we'll get to work with you. If any need arises, as far as exchanging ideas is concerned, don't you worry, Solomon. You are a part of us and we value your support. You can send me a text so that we can have your number as well and get to consult you when we need that counsel from you. The number is 0978 534688. 0978 534688 is that number. It is on WhatsApp as well. If you just need a text to get in touch with us, yes, just use that particular number. Then we'll relay that message to our board members and have a conversation and see how best we can also get to engage you. Jack D. Piri, you're saying nice. Oh, thank you, Jack. But what is your thought? What do you want us to work on as we get to come through as Kanele FM? So Jack D, we were expecting your question or comment in that particular regard. Matangeni Soko, you're saying you said you want to announce the board members, right? Definitely. We've been sharing this information on our page, and I do remember there was a time we put up a quiz. I remember the first one was we were asking you 3 questions about our current board chairperson, who's also our director for corporate affairs, Mr. Mbale Senior M. Moses. Yes, so we asked you questions around him, and it seemed, people have information that they know about him and all that, but no one got the three questions correctly. It was either you got 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3, and all that. And then we followed it up with another quiz, and we centered much on director, who's also a board member, Madam Piri Roda. I know you know her. She's a veteran broadcaster. For those of you that were in Lundazi back in the days, as early as 2000 and all that, you remember she was a part of that team. Of the people that were working for Radio Chikaya then. So there were a few questions we were asking about her, and there was a lucky winner, fortunately. Hopefully I'll get to remember the name. Do I remember? But there was one winner who we sent 150 kwacha to for having won that particular quiz. Yes. So aside these two that we shared, I'm also a part of the board. I'm the CEO as well as the vice board chairperson. Aside that, there's also Mr. Sakala. Mr. Sakala is a director for finance. Yeah. Money issues. He's dealing with money issues. Yes, he's Mr. Sakala John Ozungaile, if you like, you can call him that. Yeah, so aside him, we also have Mr. Nyambe, Tom Nyambe. Yes, he is our director as well, responsible for technical services. Yeah, so he's with us as well. So those are the 4 gentlemen, other than the lady that I've mentioned. So there is Mr. Mbale Senior, there is me, there is also Mr. Sakala, as well as Mr. Nyambe. Aside that, we also have like I did mention Madam Rhoda, because she was on that quiz. Yeah. There is also Madam Mwale Dina. Yes, she is also our board member. She's also a director there. Other than that, we also have Madam Nkhoma Helen. Nkhoma Helen. Yeah, she's also a director and our board secretary. So for those of you that didn't know this information yet, that's the information we are relaying to you as far as the board members are concerned. And if you do remember, I don't actually remember the exact date, but there was a certain time when we advertised on this page all the relevant positions as far as the management of the station is concerned. We advertised, and then there are people that submitted their applications. Yeah, and then we shortlisted, we posted on our page. So if you don't have that information yet, for those of you that applied the time we advertised, you can check on our previous posts. You'll be able to find out that, and you'll be able to know the people that were shortlisted for interviews. Those interviews haven't been conducted yet, due to a lot of challenges and all that, because we thought like if we had conducted interviews at that particular moment, people were expecting to be employed then. But since we had this long but very, very important process that we had to follow, we felt like halting the process. But the level we're at right now, will be announcing and inviting those people for interviews. Yeah, so very, very soon we'll be doing that particular announcement, and also getting to make sure that that information is adequately shared, so that you are able to know. And if there will be some inclusion as far as those that would still want to apply and all that, don't worry, this is the rightful platform. Be connected to this page, because each and every information will be shared right here, and we'll be able to let you know all that. So we'll also be going live on this platform. When we start broadcasting, we'll be going live here, and then you get to hear whatever will be happening on Kanele FM. So we'll also have a YouTube channel. We have it already, but we haven't shared it yet. We'll be able to share. So we'll be online as well, as in providing to you a link on how you can listen to Kanele FM online. So there are quite a lot of other platforms that we are working at. And I remember the biggest question that people keep asking is, where exactly will the station be located? Okay, we'll share that location a little later. Don't you worry. You remember when you were asking about the frequency, we just said time is going to come when we'll be able to share that, and we've shared that frequency today. So the moment we announce here that we've started broadcasting, get to make sure that you tune into 97.7. How does it sound? It sounds good, yeah? I feel like doing a jingle already, like Kanele FM, 97.7 FM, Lundazi and surrounding areas. Nchemo yenu. Alright, so like you did, I don't know if you've noticed, in the past, our cosign or motto was committed to save. But after still having conversations amongst the board members, the directors, what we looked at was that since what we're targeting is Kanele Bokosi 1, kwa Gogo, Kulundazi, we felt like there's something we need to do. We need to be more like closer to the people. Yes, Kanele itself is a very famous name. Very famous such that when you just mention it, wherever you go, you just mention Kanele Bokos 1, someone is going to tell you that, I know, it's Lundazi. Yeah, so we wanted to make something unique about our cosign. Then we decided to pick on Nchemo Yelu. Yes, you can translate it whichever language you feel like translating it, but our thought is that in as much as we'll be broadcasting in Tumbuka, Nyanja, and English, we'll stick to our Tumbuka tag of Nchemo Yenu, because we want to be called and known by that. So when you want to refer to Kanele FM, just refer to it by saying Nchemo Yenu. So it's one of those things, we are centered on Nchemo Yenu because we know we are here for a purpose, and that purpose is to give you nothing but the very best of information, entertainment, education. These three things are top on our agenda, and we'll get to make sure that we do it to your level best. One other thing that I haven't mentioned though, don't expect us to be closing at a certain time of a day. No. If we ise Wakanele FM ni 24/7. Kulija tinajulako 01 kukanele na kulikanga kuli muntu oyo yako na oyo yako cha. Ise muntu wabengepo yonyengo okudimbizana namu. Chifukata mikirani ma programs. Mundandanda ma programs yakuti nyengo ili yose mukwenekera kuti mukupulikizga kwa ile sinu pa 97.7 FM Kanele Nchemo Yenu. So ise ni nyengo ili yose ya maini daziuli mpachi sulo mpasabata mpachi nai mpamande pala majura wa ilesi maini 01 02 manyi ni 12 hours musa ngenga kudiva kuchitika viliko dazi na dazi kweneso ndonomeko itu ili ntene kuyamba usiku pa 0000 panyito yokuti 24 hours baya mbenge mbanyitu wa chitundu cha chinyanja ulusi wa mchinyanja chinyanja kufikira 8 hours dazi lililose panji kuti every day bambenge kuuluska pa 24 hours kufika 8 hours kweneso pala fika 8 hours mbweta chinja njingerezi chiveku I'm fine and how are you banyitu wakwe wa chitundu cha ndeula icho ndo bambenge wakusanka pa wairesi kufuma nyengo ya 8 hours kufika 16 hours ni ma programs ya mchingerezi yeka kufuma hapo sono enyana benecho bamalo batumbuka ndo bavenge bakujalira iwo bayambenge pa 16 hours kufika pa 24 hours dazilililose so ma programs yaliosa ya mkupenga manyi ndimwe ya gogo manyi ndimwe asibweni manyi ndimwe ankazi mukuta imwe iseka cha muhanya mututandala kukagulisa kumsikana o hapo cha tikutandala panje tili kumunda panje ngudimba mbwenu tipulike ngeuli chiwelo cha kwitu imwe kufipa mtima ya itamikila nichitumbuka kuyamba 16 hours kufika 24 hours so that chamisemise ukundene mose mwakala pafupi na bachibale na banja lose mwakala mukudumbizgana makola gene kweneso mukupulizga kwa iresi njini yinu ya kutemweka ipya Kanele FM uko kukanele bokosu wanu kulundazi so ndono meko zitu ndi mozidiri so we'll be broadcasting in 3 languages English, Tumbuka, as well as Nyanja. So the Nyanja session will be starting at midnight. That's 24 hours to 08 hours. On a daily basis, every day. You want to listen to Nyanja programs. Tune in from midnight to 8 hours. Then 8 hours to 16 hours, English programs will be there definitely for you. Then Tumbuka, the owners of the land, we love you so much. The owners of the land will be taking their stage from 16 hours to midnight or 24 hours with their Tumbuka programs. So that's how it is. That's the setup we've made. And maybe you'll be asking yourselves questions. Why didn't you do a changanya? Like we know changanya is good. Like maybe 2 hours Tumbuka, afterward. What we never wanted was to confuse people. What we don't want is a confusion. The confusion that should come. What's today? Nah, today is Monday. I think on Monday Tumbuka comes at midnight. No. We don't want such confusions. We don't want them. That's the reason why we have put this kind of a schedule, so that wherever you are, you just know that every day, Tumbuka 16 to midnight. You just know that. You want to listen to Tumbuka programs on Kanele FM? Oh, don't worry. It's 16 to 24 hours every day. So that you are able to refer to that. So that you shouldn't have, even if you do not have a calendar or if you don't have a notebook, it shouldn't be a problem. That's what we don't want. That's the reason why we have this kind of a schedule that you're able to refer. Wherever you are, if you are in England, you are in UK, or I don't know whichever continent you are from, you are able to refer to, I want to listen to Tumbuka programs on Kanele FM online. Every day, it is 16 hours to midnight. So you're able to switch to that and all that. English programs are coming from 8 hours in the morning and they'll run up to 16 hours. Then the Nyanja guys will be coming in from midnight to 8 hours every day. So in those spaces, we have like a schedule that will never disappoint you. A lot of good programs. We thought it well. We started this process a long time ago. So the planning and all that was adequately done. We can assure you the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. And yes, we have a lot of good individuals that will be in the front office, people that you'll be listening to most of the times on radio and all that. Yeah, so there are other big people that we want to engage or involve so that they are able to teach our young people on how we should be conducting ourselves. Yeah, somebody is going to tell you that social media abuse in Zambia is at its peak right now. Yeah, because a number of us are taking it for granted. You can use this social media to teach people, to reach out to people when you want to sell a product and all that. We know the positives. I'm a testimony to that. A lot of things that I've done have put me where I am right now. Social media, to be precise, Facebook played a major part. So in as much as there are a lot of negatives about social media, let's get to look at the positives as well. So those are some of the issues we'll be tackling on Kanele FM, 97.7 FM. Let me also recognize Matange Nisoko, just say 97.7 Kanele FM Lundazi. This is good once more. Thank you so much, Matangeni. Patson Zimba says, wonderful, keep it up. Good. Gizi Yugo Mo Badewane says, proud of you, bro. Keep it up. Big up to you. And you're saying the entire management. Oh, thank you so much, bro. We have to do just a lot for Lundazi. Lundazi doesn't need an angel. Let me assure you that Lundazi doesn't need an angel to develop. It doesn't. It needs the people that live in Lundazi to make that particular change. In as much as you would want change, are you ready to change yourself? Are you ready to do that? So that's what we need to be looking at. In as much as we would want somebody with a lot of money, a lot of cash to come and help us, what input are we putting in as the locals? So this is a platform that we are creating. We feel like there is some idea of knowledge sharing that we need as people of Lundazi. And this is the platform that we are providing as Kanele FM. Let me just read this message here. From Simon Chirwa is saying, this is nice, bro. I would love people to look at it as development, not merely competition. I agree with you, my brother. You're saying with that on mind, Lundazi will develop to higher heights. Look at Lusaka. So many media stations, which makes it more famous. I agree with you, my brother. I do agree with you. Monopoly is not going to take us anywhere. No, it's not going to take us anywhere. I know Lundazi has the capacity to have as many radio stations as we can establish. Not just one, not just two. We can have as many. Lusaka has more than 30. And you're asking yourself, how many people are in Lusaka? And if you look at it, you will find that each and every radio station has got a following because they've got different ideas. They've got different ideas on how they run their radio stations. That each and every station is being supported in Lusaka. Let's look at Lundazi as well. So in as much as Lundazi has 2 radio stations now, because we're confirmed. We're confirmed. We're coming. We are confirmed. We're coming. We've done every other work that needs to be done. That's just a few things that are remaining. We are coming to Lundazi. Whatever stories you've been hearing, no, ni radio hapa Facebook, chabe, sizakabwera kuno kulundazi. Squash that out. We are ready. We have done every necessary thing that is supposed to be done, and we are coming. Spread the word. We are coming. Lundazi, we are ready for you. Let me just read another message here. Colin Spirit says, wonderful, bro. And where will be the venue? I'm behind. Good to hear that. A good question. Like I mentioned earlier on, I said people have been asking us, where are we going to put our setup, our station exactly? They want to know the exact building and all that. So we are not running at a pace where we would want to review everything at once. So we have a strategy. And this is our strategy. What we're doing right now is stage by stage, we're unveiling one thing after the other. So we are just from telling you that we have a frequency. We are on 97.7 FM. Yes, you heard me right. 97.7 FM for Kanele, right in Lundazi. Yes, kwa gogo na mama, kula kukanele Bokoswano. That's where we'll be broadcasting from. So the venue, Collins, very good question, but at this moment that we are at, we are not in a position to reveal it. we'll reveal it. Don't worry, we're not hiding anything. We're not hiding anything, and there's nothing fishy about us not telling you, but we'll tell you. But starting next week, I think you'll be able to see us posting much about the studio setup. There are a few things we've done. We are still moving a step further. So next week, we'll be showing you how much we've done as far as maybe the on-air desk, as far as the soundproofing levels and all that. Then there will come a time when we'll get to tell you that finally, this is the venue. This is where the station will be operating from. Otherwise, we do appreciate your concern. We do appreciate that you're committed to following this. You know, what I've liked about people that are following our page is that regardless of the negative stories you've heard that were not going to be in existence, you continued liking the page. You continued reacting on the posts that we are making. Now we are ready to share that great vision that we've had for a very long time with you, the committed people of Lundazi. We know the great support that you have for a committed station like this one we have set up for you. So there are those things. We'll be able to unveil to you one issue from another, because we don't want to overload you with this information. So there are quite a lot of things that we're working on. Like I did mention on the issue of teaching Tumbuka language, we've got a lot of people that have come on board, and then they're saying they're in love with Tumbuka. Vakuchitema chiwelo cha chitumbuka kwene vakuona kuti panyengo inyake chikoneka nga kuti chitundu chikufwa. Vakuona nga chitundu chikufwa. Sono ivo vakupenga makuti vavenge vakusambizga vantu makuyela chitumbuka. Chifukwa nyengo zinyake icho chikunipa chitima chomene chimoza. Mundu wakupalenge kuti wakumanya kuyoya chitumbuka. Ine ngumanya kuyoya chitumbuka ine ndine mtumbuka ine. Muliuli kazgolera ako bakuzgolenge weka upulikenge na upulika kuti awa chitumbuka kuchimanya uko wakuchimanya ni kupulika waka kuyoya vakukwanisika mwakufika hapo cha. So no ise tukupenga kuti vintu vivendene cha tukumanya kuli banyake vanda babire kulundazi bali kusambira chitumbuka waka kuba papi nako bamanya wakapanyi kumonisana waka. Kwene hivyo tukupenga kuchita ise nja kuti muntu wamanye kayoyero kachitumbuka. Kwene pala mkuyoya so kuti muzi wakuti ukusangika mwafumu njani kulundazi kula. Iyo ndiyo ndivyo tupenga kuti vantu vamanyenge. Pala mundu manyu wali kubazungu kuwangereza wakupenga kuti ni uteko kulundazi nkaone kumuzi wakuti fuka kuli dambo ilo liko ina maonekero gawemi. Wamanyenga uli iyo uo utenga wafikenge mbuni. Vantu wapenjeka kuyoya utenga uo ndise pa. Tikuya chomene kaso hoteo mamkuisanga kulundazi kweka. Kwene ise vena lundazi tachita vichi pakumanyisika vantu uwemi wa kaso hoteo. Ndipo chanduro cha kaso hoteo nchichi tachitapo vichi ise venecho vamalo. Ndivo ise vakanele FM tamidirapo tientivuirani. Pala muliko na sachizgo iliyose ya kuzirwa ise tilipano kupokera masachizgo hini. Fukwati kumanya kuti vinjero hivyo walikutipa Yehova. Hivyo walikutipa Yehova pali hapo vikugota. Ndipo pala vikugota ndipo panji vikuambira vinu mungativuira hapa teni tichitemwa kuti mwakuti. So kuli vandu vananda wabajipereka kutivuira kuti ma programs yanandi yamenge ya kuchitika pa waides. Getting back to those that may find it very difficult to listen to my Tumbuka and all that, I just wanted to let you know that I'm an indigenous Lundazi president. I've been there for some time. I went to school in Lundazi. Yes, my first job, my first pay in Lundazi. Yes. Everything. I think a lot of things I've done them in Lundazi. There are just a few improvements and all that I've done them from other places. But Lundazi has been like the main area that has taught me quite a lot of things. And one thing that I've learned is that we are a committed people. A people that will not wait for someone else to come and push us and say, let's do this. That's when we'll do it. No. I know as Lundazi people, we can do it. And we are ready to do it. Another message, Maupo Brango Mutonga says, this is going to be good, more especially for Lundazi. Yes, my brother, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I can assure you that we are very much ready for this one, and we'll definitely do it to the level best of our people. We're not going there to save ourselves. No. We're going there to save our people. Kuli bantu banyake kukaya kula wakuti bali kubadula kukaya kwenkula kula. Banda uteko kundu kulikosa. Malinga isi tikugawizgana nao chautenga vamanyenge uli moyo. Ndio chifukwa chake ise tiza. Tenti vuirane andicho tikuona ise nchakuti noti pateka tutoa ngumaya bantu wapulika, ngumaya bantu womanya tenti kale wakaziti leke kuyowe. Chintu malinga tikuchiwe yapo luta. Nipo bantu wakupulikiska na kuyamba kulondoza. So that's the reason why we are Nchemo Yinu, because we know that there are a lot of things that we need to improve. So those of you that look at us as competition, those of you that look at us as tiza kumgakirani mumusuzi, taza kumnangirani malonda, no, don't do that. Don't ever think in those lines. We are one Zambia, one nation, and I can tell you we are one Lundazi, and definitely we are one people. But our common goal should be changing people's mindset. Mindset change is all we want. We can develop Lundazi, yes, when we are a united people. How united are we? Just because Stephen Nkhoma was the person who thought about this Kanele FM thing, I'm not going to support it. Wow. Why? What we want is, even if we are the people in the board that thought about this and decided to get to achieve all this, what we want is Kanele FM to live beyond us, beyond our lives. We're not going to be here forever. But we want Kanele FM to be there forever, to continue serving the people of Lundazi. So, when you support Kanele FM, you're not supporting me. You are not supporting John. You are not supporting Senior. You are not supporting Rhoda. You are not supporting Helen. You are not supporting Tom. You are not supporting Dina alone. No. You are supporting the people of Lundazi. So in as much as this development is coming close to your doorstep, what we all want is your support. Support us, and definitely you will never go wrong. Our intentions are well meant for the district, not specifically for me, for Senior, or any other board member. No. There will be a time when we would want to plow back to the community. We know there are young people in these villages in Lundazi that are finding it hard because they're coming from humble beginnings. They may not have money to go to school and all that. We would want to plow back to the community and support these young people. Help people choose careers. I know it's not an easy thing. People get to push on others. No, you should be a teacher. You should be a doctor. But how much passion does that person have towards the career you are pushing them to do? So we'll get to look at that as well and get to make sure that we look at that. How best can we nurture our young people? What is the right time for someone to think of a career they can get into? So it's all that. I know people will get to tell you, no, an entrepreneur or a business person, you should get to that when you fail to get a formal job. Wow. Entrepreneurship shouldn't be a part-time job. No, it shouldn't be a part-time job. So those are some of the topics we'll be able to look at and discuss that. Emmanuel Wesley Zimba is saying, how far will be the transmission reaching? Is it only in Lundazi town, or clarify on it? When we made our first application and our business plan that we are following, our main target was Lundazi district, not Lundazi town. So we are not targeting Lundazi town only. We may be broadcasting from Lundazi town, but that's not our main target. Our main target is the entire Lundazi district. And if you can recall very well, if my memory serves me right, it should be 2018 or so, when government decided to create new districts in the name of Lumezi Central, that was upgraded to a district, rather Lumezi constituency, which was upgraded to a district. Then later on, Chasefa as well, also upgraded from a constituency to a district. We know they are our babies. They are part of Lundazi. So the time we were making that application, they were a part of Lundazi. And as we set up, they are also in our target. We are also targeting Lumezi as well as Chasefu, because we know you are our people. So our coverage will also be able to reach those areas. Yeah, so we'll get to make sure that we work with the rightful people and get to follow the laid down procedures. We are law-abiding citizens. IBA, ZICTA, they are advising us, and we are following that particular advice, and we'll do just that. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to put to bed. I really wanted some more questions or concerns from you, but if you need some clarity on whatever information that you may need as far as Kanele FM is concerned, please feel free to give us a call or send a text. We'll reply to you. If you're on WhatsApp, this number is also on WhatsApp and on many other platforms. 0978 53 46 88, and definitely you'll be able to reach us and we'll be able to hear from you. So in a nutshell, what we wanted to tell you is that if you heard the information that Kanele FM ni hapa Facebook chabe sizaka sevenzapo kulundazi, we are finally here. We have done everything that is supposed to be done, and we are coming. 12th March, mark that date on your calendar. 12th March 2021, a youth day. We should be operational by then. That's what we are working on. So if you're just joining us, our frequency is 97.7. Don't rush into tuning in right now. But Steve Owenzakambati nipa 97.7 lekani segulireto. Not now. Kuyamba next month, but 12 March, tizaku zibisani. If there are any changes that will be made as far as the official opening date is concerned and many other things, don't worry, we'll get to update you. That's the reason why we have this particular platform. Naongera chomene imwemose mwasewezesika mabandulu inu kweneso na nyengo kuti mulembe makomenti ayo mwanyake mdalembeko na komenti chakwene mwabekanga kwaka na kuona kuti ivu kuyoyeka ni vakuti mwena mweso mukupurikizgako ndene. Naongera chomene chiuta wa mtauzgeni, chomene ukweneso wa mdangirireni pa vyose hivyo mkuchita chifukwa ise tafika sono kuti na imwe titewetere pamoza. Chitukuko chilalundazi wakulira chingachitika mwakukulizgana imwe na ise. Enyana. Naongera chomene mumalo mwa board chairman au bangunipa mazaza kuti dumbizgane namwe kweneso na board yose ya Kanele FM nati chiuta wa mtumbikeni viwemi vyose tieni tikumbukile dazi la 12 March 2021. Yes, Kanele is coming to Lundazi. Kanele FM 97.7 megahertz. Lundazi and surrounding areas. Bye-bye. Naluta.